Are you committed to massive action and progress? Are you open to challenge your assumptions? Imagine a picture, and let's say you know only 0.01% of that picture. Isn't it as good as not knowing the picture? Out of all the knowledge in the cosmos, how much do I know? Not even 0.0001%. Maybe you are a little ahead of the curve and you know 0.1% of what is there on Google or all the libraries of the world. But if I know only 0.1% of the picture is as good as not knowing the picture. So I propose the idea of never mind, a beginner's mind, a return to innocence. Ask the question, get the answer. Do the action, drop the answer. I propose the idea of a daily ritual of catharsis to examine thoughts and emotions and throw out whatever is unnecessary, whatever is not an empowering thought, not an empowering emotion, just throw out and have a clean slate. So, what I'm getting at is that knowledge is a barrier. Knowledge is an enabler, but yet it leads to expectations. When I put my mind into a state that I know, it leads to expectations, and that leads to anxiety, it leads to worry, and it becomes a barrier to action. And the possibility of progress is massive action. Action is an experiment. Either I win or I learn. And some actions lead to progress, and progress adds up to success over a period of time. And it becomes mastery, and mastery leads to leadership, and that manifests in the form of excellence, and that's the possibility we are all looking for. So the second point I want to say is that I have a point of view, and you have a point of view. Our experiences are different. I can either choose to go alone, where the impact is a limited possibility, or we go together. We go like a team. So the moment I go into a state of never mind, I'm willing to accept that I don't know. I'm willing to accept that I could be wrong. I'm willing to challenge my assumptions. I'm willing to celebrate diversity. It's like I do my self-expression, you do yours, I don't mess with you, and you don't mess with me. And we can have harmony. And harmony is what makes the mastermind, the power of the team, possible. And look at the abundance around you and me. The internet, the computers, the roads, the infrastructure, the healthcare, the free nation. I'm so grateful to people. And I want to give my best in everything I do. So the spirit of people first is the spirit of teamwork, is the spirit of collaboration, is the spirit of mastermind, rather than go it alone. And the barrier is expectations. So the moment we switch to innocence, the moment we switch to a beginner's mind, the moment we switch to a never mind, two possibilities emerge: massive action and people first. And they are both enablers of progress and excellence. I want to say one more thing. There's a process called perturbation, which is the process of transformation. So imagine that you and I are in a certain state and we want to go outside the comfort zone and we want to go to a different level. It requires a certain kind of discomfort. It requires a certain kind of effort, which is not necessarily pleasant. And it leads to a lot of uncertainty and it leads to a lot of ambiguity. So when I walk the path alone, chances are that I'll give up. So anything significant is always done by a team. As a team, we can do conversations, we can express and resolve problems, hold hands, and walk the path together. Even if there is ambiguity, even if there are problems, even if there are challenges, we don't give up and we stick to the honor code. It ain't done, then it's done. And once the transformation takes place, it is a permanent change. It's just the process of moving through that transition and not giving up when that discomfort, when that dissonance arises because of the change. And you know what? What's the mind's way of destroying the transformation process? Asking a question. I'd like to argue that the answer to every question, the absolute answer to every question is I don't know. Asking questions is a barrier to the process of transformation. Observation, listening is a greater possibility than explanations. The famous scientist Newton remarked 200 years ago, live life like an explanation. Oh, sorry. Live life like an exclamation, not like an explanation. Socrates, 2400 years ago, said, the only thing I know is that I know nothing. I'm proposing the idea of never mind. Ask a question, get the answer. Do the action, drop the answer. There's the possibility of massive action, everyday progress, people first, collaboration, and transformation.